welcome to the show. I am Joshua Kyoto, and it's my delight to welcome you to this show, the special edition of Tea and Coffee, where we celebrate Children's Day. As you all know, today is a very special day where we celebrate all the children out there. Ade and Omobolade has already given you an insight of some of the conversations we're going to be having. And of course, this conversation will not be complete without my partner.
Good morning, beautiful people. I am Relolua Oketola, and I am very happy to be sharing part of this Children's Day celebration with you all. As Joshua has already said, today is a very special day because it's Children's Day. And in the light of that, happy Children's Day. I'm very sure you'll be wondering, who are these very beautiful people seated with us in the studio today? At my right here, we have Mayokun. And at my far end, we have Praise.
Praise, you're welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Mayokumi, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay, I hope you're not nervous.
Yeah, just have to be warm, you know.
I hope you're not nervous. Praise, are you nervous?
No.
Okay.
If you're nervous, just do this. Whoosh.
I love your shoe. Welcome.
Thank you.
So, let's get straight to the point. What part of Children's Day do you enjoy most?
It's a very wonderful day, and it's kind of hard to pick a part I enjoy the most.
Okay.
I think I enjoy spending time with other children.
Okay.
Like there's no, like on Children's Day, you can't go out to a mall or something without finding other children there.
Yeah.
So you're watching a movie together, you're in the shopping mall together, you're playing some games together. It's just fun.
Right.
Okay, my best part of Children's Day is when I hang out with my family, I spend quality time with them, we have fun, play games, and chill out.
Nice. Mayomiko, what part of Children's Day do you enjoy the most?
When we take snacks, we take cakes, and we play all about.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Wow.
Well, my part of Children's Day I enjoy the most is when we've gone outings. And of course, it's not complete without going out with friends and family. So I love Children's Day. It's one of my special birthdays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of siblings, what are the best moments you have had with your siblings? Of course, my is when we are at home fighting for the remote control.
Well,
Yeah, that's funny.
my best part of having siblings is they help me boost my confidence. They always cheer me up. Apart from when my parents are being there, they are always there for me. And of course, there's no relationship without an argument.
Yeah.
We argue, but at the end of the day, we still reconcile. And I remember when we are always training, because I do home workout. If I'm doing it alone, I feel tensed. But if we do it together, then, you know,
Confidence.
yeah, it boosts the confidence.
Yeah.
So what part?
Yeah, I don't really have siblings.
Okay.
But I have friends and well-wishers that are like siblings to me. Like you, Temitayo Kayode, like a lot of people.
You didn't mention me, that's not fair.
Like really? Yeah. So like you all know, or like you know, we all go to each other's houses.
Yeah.
So, like you said, fighting for the remote control or the channel to watch, going out to play with the dogs.
Yes.
I don't want to go, you want to go. Rehearsing music or so it's really fun. And arguing about Chelsea matches, Arsenal matches. So it's really fun though.
Okay, so Mayomiko, do you have siblings?
Yes.
Okay, so what part of, why do you love your siblings? What do they help you do?
Sometimes they help us do the chores in the house.
Okay.
Wow.
We watch TV together. We share toys.
Wow.
That's cute.
Oh.
We beg our daddy that please let's play this toy instrument.
Oh, that's
This
nice.
instrument.
That's good. Oh, Praise. Speaking of Joshua, why do you like rehearsing a lot?
Should I answer that question or should
Okay,
you
let me
answer
go
the
first.
question?
Well, the thing is, we are instrumentalists, we are musicians. We have to practice on a daily basis because there's one thing about music, we always have to have unity. So when we rehearse every day, we get to know each other. This, despite the fact that we've seen each other for 2-3 years, we still have to rehearse because there's just this music bond apart from friendship bond. So I think that's why we need to be rehearsing every day.
Yeah. For me, everybody has to get better.
Yeah.
If I don't rehearse and he continues to rehearse, he'll grow more in music. And when we meet again, we won't sync well.
Yeah.
He'll know more, or it's actually good for him to know more so he can actually teach me. But if I'm far behind, we won't sync very well. He can play, there's something we call chords. He can play some chords on the keyboard, and I might not know what to play on that chord. So we have to rehearse.
Yeah.
Yes. Mayamiko, why do you like playing the keyboard and the saxophone? How did you discover your talent?
I like playing the keyboard because it makes us dance and enjoy.
Yeah, wow.
Like my daddy don't like me pressing the keyboard and singing to songs. That we're not even playing it, we'll not be singing, us will not be dancing, scratching the whole house dancing.
Oh, that's cute.
So I hear you play saxophone. Okay, so what inspired you to start playing saxophone?
My dad taught me how to play saxophone.
Oh, he's a saxophonist. Oh.
He's a musician.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
Well, this is Tea and Coffee. And you've heard the discussions, but these discussions are not over. There are many more interesting conversations that will come up. Stay tuned. Don't touch the dial.
We'll be right back.
And welcome back. And thank you for staying tuned. My name is John Osokune and I'm not here alone.
And my name is Nifemi Obadino.
And together we'll be reading the business gist. And the first news says, suspend illegal taxes on business reps, tell FCT councils. The House of Representatives has declared illegal levies being imposed on businesses by area councils in the Federal Capital Territory, ordering the task forces to suspend their activities. A member of the House from Kogi State, Mr. Tajuddin Yusuf, had moved a motion calling for the suspension at the plenary. According to Yusuf's report, business outlets and private enterprises have been under threat, intimidation, and coercion by task forces operating in the Federal Capital Territory and Council under different guises, forcing business owners to pay illegal levies which are not remitted into the government's coffers, but private pockets of task force officials. He added that the House is concerned that revenues meant to boost the economy of the capital territory are diverted by task force officials from Abuja Municipal Area Council and other area councils who extort supermarket operators, hotels, cafeterias, furniture shops, artisans, and other businesses.
Now we're moving away from that to another story, and I'm reading Google sets to create smartphone cameras that accurately depict skin tone. Google says it is creating a smartphone camera that accurately depicts skin tone more. According to Google's Samir Samat, photography has not always seen people of color the way they want to be seen, mostly in some of the Google products. Hence, Google says it's making changes to auto white balance adjustments so as to bring out natural brown tones. The company says it is working on a new algorithms to better distinguish the subject from a background, which is said to be out later this year.
The housing market is still red hot despite lumber shortage. Americans keep putting money into their homes, and that's great news for Home Depots. The retail giant reported sales and earnings for the first quarter that topped forecasts. The rising price of lumber and other inflation pressures have helped Home Depots, whose stock has surged 20% so far this year. In a press release, Craig Mania, chairman and CEO of the Home Depot, stated that the Americans continue to build on the momentum from their strategic investments and effectively manage the unprecedented demand for home improvement projects.
And now, I am reading the last news, and which is accidental savers to stay prudent after lockdown. According to a survey carried out in the UK, while millions have seen their finances hit by the pandemic, others have become accidental savers. A research for a new consumer insights panel suggests that COVID uncertainty will mean that majority will have to remain prudent in their spending. Also, forecasts suggest that in the UK economy is set for a strong rebound following the vaccination program. According to reports, millions of people have saved significant sums of money during lockdowns, owing to less commuting and fewer opportunities for leisure spending. The release of these pent-up funds is expected to boost the UK economy. However, the survey of more than 3,000 people found out that 74% of those asked wanted to save more than they had pre-pandemic. The risk and uncertainty highlighted by COVID meant many were scared to build a financial cushion at the end of the day. That's all we'll be taking on our business gist. Stay tuned to tea or coffee.
Thank you for staying with us, and thank you to Joanne and Nifemi for the business gist. Now that we are back from the break, we'll be talking about what are your favorite subjects in school and what has been the challenges of the school since the pandemic broke out. Now, my favorite subject in school is mathematics because, well, a lot of people like mathematics and it makes me think logically sometimes. And our house is full of mathematicians, so we have a contest. So that challenged me to continue, practicing math. So that's how it became my best subject. And since we have resumed and since the pandemic broke out, there have been so many challenges. Like I could not play with my friends, only me on the seat. It would just be boring. So, Joshua, what has been your challenges since the pandemic broke out?
Well, first of all, my favorite subject is science, and that's because I want to become an inventor.
Wow,
I want to
nice.
make future technologies that could inspire the world. And when this pandemic broke out, well, it gave us challenges because for like a month we couldn't even interact. And the nose mask issue is a really big issue for me because once you forget your nose mask, then you aren't entering at all, which
coming out.
was not like that before. So, Maramiku, what's your favorite subject and why?
My favorite subject is CRS. I like CRS because it's from God and it tells us Bible stories.
Okay, and what has been your challenge since school about the pandemic?
Keeping social distances.
Oh. So, Joan, what about you?
Well, my favorite subject is CRS and English.
Oh, really?
I love both of them because CRS teaches me all about God and His creation, while English makes me speak better. And the challenges is when face mask and nose mask because I won't be able to talk clearly.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have two serious lovers. in the
Yeah.
house.
So we gathered comments from our friends about their favorite subject in school and why. So, Riri, can you go first?
Okay, so one of our friends out there is Victor Isaac, and he's 13 years of age. He said, my best subject is mathematics because it makes me think logically, just like me. Other science subjects also becomes easy for me to understand. I hate this pandemic because now it makes our teachers rush us. Thank God I'm a fast learner. I'm also a fast learner. So
Well, that's true. These days, our teachers has been rushing us, especially with GS3. They postponed our exam and everything, but it's all good. And the second person, Oluwa, drew one law. He's age 7, and he says, my best subject is creative art. I like it because I like drawing and laughing at my other friends who do not know how to draw. Me, I don't like the coronavirus because all my friends are in that 3rd term and me, I'm still in 2nd term. They will now first meet me to reach university.
Oh, no, Joella, you're so funny.
Well, it's not about the race of getting to university. It's just, studying hard and getting your qualifications.
I move to Miracle. Miracle is age 10. And she says, my best subject is verbal reasoning. Neat. I like it because it makes me smart. I don't like the pandemic because I cannot play and interact with my friends like before. Again, because of social distancing. Yeah, social distancing has brought so many things I don't like to our society. Like some of my close friends, we don't relate anymore like before. So you have to stay there and I'll be here. School has never been boring for me, but now it's getting so unbearable.
Okay, so the fourth person is Oyi, and she's 14 years of age. And she says, I think my favorite subject would be history.
Wow.
Because I like to know what happened in the past before I was born. How people cooked and what they used in cooking back in the days. How they found what tools they used, etc.
Wow.
I also have a very interesting history teacher who cracks a lot of jokes while teaching us these things. Well, for me, the sad part about the pandemic is not being able to sit with my close friends together. The distancing is just too much. Also, I no longer do coaching lesson at home with my friends, and my parents are now against it.
Okay, now,
Well,
that's very, very sad. Yeah.
Well, one of my favorite subjects is history because it's actually kind of interesting to know what they do back in the days. Like, I always wonder, is it that they gathered salt and maggi and they are just like, okay, let's put it in one place and make it soup? Because I always think about that.
Oh yeah. Okay, okay. You said your favorite subject is
CRS.
CRS. Okay, what are the best parts of CRS you like? Or is it your teachers or the way you interact with your friends?
Stories.
Okay, stories. Oh, that's cute.
So what's your favorite story of about CRS?
All the CRS stories.
Oh, wow, bravo. Now, John, what is your favorite?
Well, my favorite part about CRS or English is the way our teachers explain it, and also the stories like Mayomiko, and the way that she just demonstrates it, and she also cracks up jokes.
Okay, let's talk. Okay, like me also, the thing I like about mathematics is the challenges I have, because I like challenging myself. So if I see like SS3 work now, I won't solve an SS3 work, and it took me like 2 hours to get it. When I got it, I was so happy that I could not just do anything.
So you're saying you had the patience to wait for 2 hours?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Anything is possible when you set your mind on it.
Yeah, true.
So we have Kabirat, age 15. English is my favorite subject because it makes me learning effortless and easy. It gives me the experience to use accurate words and sentences to convey my message better, and it also gives me the freedom to speak my mind out. Adjusting to the use of nose mask is one of the difficulties I face. Another is the social distancing rules and other COVID-19 prevention guides. Yeah, she's right. Kabirat is right.
She's right.
Because sometimes when I wear the nose mask, I could not breathe well. So I'll just have to pull it a little bit. And if our teacher sees that, it will just to make her hungry.
Like my teacher said that we used to be stopping our nose and we cannot even breathe very well. And when my teacher sees us pulling it down, we are inviting coronavirus, also not put it up back. So
Joan, what do you like about the nose mask?
Well, I don't like it because, like I said before, it doesn't make me speak clearly. It's really, really hard to breathe. And when we get to the school gate and we're not wearing face mask or nose mask, they just send us back home. They just send us home to go and put it on. No matter how far it is, they'll just send you back.
Yeah,
and I really hate it.
So if you see friends come to school without nose mask, what do you say or what do you do?
Well, our former teacher, my former teacher, he usually used to say that if you are not putting on your nose mask, get out of my class. He will tell you to wait outside till you find that nose mask. Maybe if he's in a good mood, he'll just send you back inside for like 1 hour or 2 hours. You can come back to the class.
Okay.
Well, my own experience with nose mask is when you put it on your chin and then you're in a place that has heat, then you start sweating on it and they expect you to put it back on your nose. So that's my own disadvantage about nose mask.
And again, if you wear nose mask in the heat and you're feeling it, someone can suffocate and die.
Exactly.
And that's very dangerous.
Okay, so the next person we have.
I want to ask Mayomiko.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, Mayomiko, what don't you like about nose mask?
what about nose mask? Coronavirus what is disturbing me, that why can I not play outside?
Like-
Why can I not eat with friends? Why can you not share this your thing you're using, like towel, toothbrush? Can't you even share toothbrush?
Yeah. Yeah, funny.
Okay, the next person is Olamide, and
Yes.
he is 11 years of age, and he says, I love geography so much because I want to travel around the world as a pilot someday.
Wow.
And I want to be able to identify places and destinations across the globe. I don't like the pandemic because it puts a restriction to a lot of fun activities in my school.
Yeah.
Well, for my own school, what I love that's fun is playing football. But recently, they told us we have to wear nose mask to play football. And, well, it encourages breathing difficulty to me. And we swim a lot, and the fun activities, we go for gymnastics, and that's when I learned how to do acrobatics and, athletics.
Okay. What are the fun activities you do in your school, Joanne?
Well, the fun activities we do is sports. I'm actually the sports prefect of our school.
Wow.
And I also like playing games, even though the playground is closed and our principal will punish the person, whoever steps even a toe into the playground. But the good news is that on Wednesdays we can go because of the sports.
Okay.
And
Well, in my old school, we can't play football anymore. It's very, very restricted, and anybody who does that can face a stiff penalty or be suspended for the school for a whole month or a whole week. That's if the principal just forgives you. Now, speaking of that, what are the fun activities you do in your school, Mayoko?
We go out to play sports on Friday. On other days, we go outside to play with the baby toys, and sometimes it's only swing and
Well,
Okay, let me ask you a question. What's your favorite sport?
swimming.
Swimming. So you can swim?
The
Wow.
problem about swimming is because of coronavirus. My daddy took me to a place, he has a big place, and I was swimming there. I begged my daddy, please, can you take me there? He said no, because of the coronavirus.
So,
okay, but wow, last year coronavirus didn't affect us. Joshua, you were there when we were on the holiday. We just swim freely and stuff.
Yeah,
But we had to go through some restrictions before we could
restrictions,
swim.
yeah.
And it was really tough for me because I didn't expect anything like that. Now, I have Tomiwa, age 13. My favorite subject in school is ICT, and it's my favorite subject because it teaches me more about technology, and I find it as a very easy subject to pass due to its simplicity. It also educates me more about how electronics work and how it has made human life and more comfortable to live. The coronavirus has caused a lot of problems and fights between a lot of people. People always get scared now whenever someone coughs, and when they will tell them, some of them, they get angry. That is why I don't like it. It is turning people against each other. Yeah, it's very painful because
remember-
in my school,
Okay.
if you cough, they say coronavirus, stay away from him, coronavirus. Even though you sneeze or somebody's raising dust and you start sneezing, and they know, they'll shout, coronavirus, stay away from him.
Well, my own school is different because when someone coughs, it could be because of choking, could be because of maybe person just having cough. It's not just one cough and person has corona. So what we do in our class, if you cough once, we are okay. If you cough twice, we start giving you a look. And if you cough 3 times, we send you to the isolation center. We have it in our school, yeah.
Yeah, we have the sick babe.
Well, it's not really fair to cough just 3 times and they call it corona because I don't know. I can't just predict if someone really has corona. So I think it's just good to stick to restrictions.
Wait, but it's not gonna be fair for the person because the things you learn in the class, the person may not get
Yeah, true.
the show explanation. So, okay, yeah.
Joanna, has anybody been sent out of the class because he or she coughed?
No, that's because whenever a person coughs, like yesterday I coughed, but I also wore my nose mask, so it was okay. But there are sometimes that I didn't wear my nose mask and I coughed, and everybody will like, bless you, and I'll be like, thank you. So none of those things, they don't do those things. But before, they used to say that if you cough, that you already have coronavirus.
So, if you cough in your class, would they say any of these things?
If I now wear my nose mask, the teacher will say, "Who coughed?" And if you say me, wear your nose mask.
That's a really
And if you
kind
wear your
teacher.
nose mask and you cough, no problem.
Okay, so the next person is Angel, and she or he is age 10. My name is Angel Gold. My favorite subject in school is home economics because it is easier to memorize and learn. I hate the pandemic because it kills people.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, in my home economics, we just finished doing a practical. They told us to sew a baby dress and it came out like a horseshoe from it. So it was terribly bad. But I kept improving and I got the hang of it.
Home economics is very easy for me because we also finished a practical yesterday, so it was sewing an apron and we had to buy like 1 pack of brown paper.
Whoa.
I almost finished everything because I could not get the right measurement and stuff. But if you set your mind to home economics, you get it. And it's a really simple subject, just like mathematics. If you just set your mind on it, you get it.
So, Mayomiku, do you have home economics in your school?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about it.
It tells us about taking care of your hair, your body. So you need cream.
Okay.
Take care of your body, your hair. It may be lice on it or dangerous thing. Not sharing toothbrush, towel.
So, Joan, what's your favorite topic about home economics?
Cooking. I just like cooking too much.
Well, my favorite topic is when they educate me about family life education. I get to know more about family. I get to know more about what to do as an adolescent and
That's a
how to prepare the
coincidence.
house and,
That's a coincidence. That's what I like about home economics also. That's all we have for now.